What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a super exciting Liverpool transfer news video because the court offside and various other news outlets and journalists are reporting that Arne Slot's first transfer could be Geertrudia, the brilliant 23-year-old Dutch international footballer. He only has 1 year left on his contract and he's one of the most versatile defenders on the market right now, and Liverpool want to sign young up-and-coming big talents who will grow and develop and become hopefully world-class under Arne Slot's management. So in this video we will take a look at the latest reports and Geertrudia's career so far, and he had an absolutely brilliant career and he's a very good defender who can attack and score goals and get assists as well, and this could facilitate Trent Alexander-Arnold going into midfield, and we could have Conor Bradley and Geertrudia as our main two right backs. And I think Geertrudia right now is further ahead in his development than Conor Bradley, but Conor Bradley is also a brilliant player, maybe not ready to be a regular starter for a hopefully title challenging Liverpool team. Tottenham are also interested in Geertrudia, but Arne Slot has a very good personal relationship with him, having been his coach, his manager for 3 seasons at Feyenoord, and that puts Liverpool and Arne Slot in pole position because of that personal connection. And also Tottenham are not in the Champions League, Liverpool are in the Champions League. Liverpool are a much bigger club. Tottenham haven't won the league for like 60 years. Tottenham are planning to sell Emerson to AC Milan, but they will have to wait for that deal to be completed before they can sign Geertrudia. And Geertrudia said it many times before that he's very keen on a new experience, and he was actually in attendance in one of Liverpool's last Premier League games because he's a big fan of the Premier League, and he's also Dutch, like Gakpo, Van Dijk and Gravenberch. He's in the Dutch national team and he's preparing for the Euros. And according to a report from Dutch news outlet De Telegraaf, Arsenal, Liverpool and Tottenham are all interested in Geertrudia, whose contract expires next summer in 2025, and Feyenoord doesn't want to lose Geertrudia on a free transfer, so it makes sense for them to sell. His value is 25 million, but maybe they will sell for even lower amount. And Geertrudia can not only play as a right back, he can play as a centre back or even as a left back, so he's very versatile like Joe Gomez, and I think we need more players like that who are very versatile players. And Liverpool need more depth in the fullback career as well. And the journalist is claiming that Geertrudia looked very good in his new role for the Netherlands. Of course, the Netherlands national team manager Ronald Koeman played Geertrudia against Canada. The player that several big clubs wanted did what he had to do on the right hand side, a different role than at Feyenoord, but he filled it without getting into trouble. That's what Mikos Guka, a Dutch journalist, is reporting. Ronald Koeman left Geertrudia out on the pitch for the full game, which makes it unlikely that he will got much playing time on Monday against Iceland. And Geertrudia got 14 goal contributions in 47 games across all competitions this season that just finished. We will take a look at his detailed stats a little bit later in this video, but first I want to take a look at how Geertrudia could improve Liverpool even further and how he could slot into Arne Slot's tactical playing style. Excuse the puns guys, but you just have to do it. So last season that just finished, Geertrudia scored 8 goals and got 5 assists in 47 games across all competitions. He completed 92% of his passes. He kept 15 clean sheets in 34 Eredivisie fixtures. His ability to play across the backline, coupled with his attacking contributions, highlights his style, which is all-encompassing. And Geertrudia, by the way, played all of the games in the Eredivisie for Feyenoord. Journalist Antonio Mango praised his sublime tactical nous, underlining the potential impact that he could have at Liverpool. And we already talked many times about the fact that Arne Slot could move Trent Alexander-Arnold permanently into midfield, and I think signing Geertrudia, who is a very good right back, could help with that, of course, because then Trent wouldn't be required to play at right back many times, and I think that could alleviate the fears of Trent Alexander-Arnold being bad at defending, because in the defensive midfield role, yes, Trent would have to defend, of course, but not as much as at right back. And Trent, I think, as a midfielder, he could score even more goals and get even more assists. He already ranks top 12% of fullbacks in Europe for goals scored and in the top 5% for assists made. And he's already the top assisting Premier League fullback of all time alongside Andy Robertson. He also ranks top 1% for shot creating actions. Imagine if Trent plays permanently in midfield. How many more shot creating actions Trent Alexander-Arnold could could create for his teammates. So if Geertruida is signed and he takes over as a right back, Trent can focus on his strengths in midfield, and potentially that could elevate his game to new heights. And Geertruida as a rival could really solidify the right back position for Liverpool. I don't want to put too much pressure on Conor Bradley early on in his career. He shouldn't be Liverpool's first choice starting right back. I think he should be alternating with Geertruida, and Gomez could be a backup left back for Robertson and Tsimikas, and Gomez could be a backup centre back even for Van Dijk, Konate and Kwanzaa. And Ben Mattinson, who is a football analyst, he highlighted how important Geertruida was for Feyenoord throughout the years and how he helped Feyenoord win the Eredivisie title in 2022-2023. And Geertruida himself has already said that he's a huge fan of the Premier League and he one day wants to move to the Premier League. So as you can see, Geertruida is 184 centimeters tall. He's just 23 years old. He's from Rotterdam, so he would leave his hometown club, home city club, if he leaves Feyenoord. But I think with 1 year left on his contract, and I think he's ready for the next stage. He scored 8 goals and got 5 assists in 34 games for Feyenoord, started in every single game in the Eredivisie, and he played 99% of the minutes, which is really, really impressive. His market value is 32 million euros, which is around 27 million pounds. He can play defensive midfield, right back, centre back, both sides, maybe even left back as well, but he's right-footed mainly, so playing him at left back would be a little bit of a risk. And in own competitions, including the cup competitions, he scored 9 goals last season and 5 assists. The season before that, he got 3 goals and 3 assists in 41 games. Notice how many games he's playing, 43 games. 3 seasons ago, so 4 goals and 1 assist in that season, and 4 seasons ago, 37 games with 8 goals and 2 assists. Sorry, one goal less because he scored in the cup this season as well, so 8 goals and 2 assists. In that season, here are his full statistics for his career. 198 games played. For a 23-year-old, that already makes him a very experienced player. 23 goals scored in all competitions. And as you can see, he has been always a brilliant fullback who even played as a right midfielder sometimes in the youth teams. He scored 39 goals and got 12 assists, including his, youth academy and reserve games as well. And Geertruida already made his dreams come true because he was actually born pretty near to Feyenoord Stadium. So he grew up as a Feyenoord fan, and then he became a Feyenoord player, and he won the Dutch League and the Dutch Cup with his home city club, which is really, really impressive. But interestingly, he actually played in the Sparta Rotterdam youth academy for 3 years before being signed to Feyenoord's youth setup, and then he made his professional debut in 2017, so just 18 years old. He also won the Dutch Cup twice because Feyenoord won it in 2018, and so he won 2 Dutch Cups, 1 Eredivisie title and the Johan Cruyff Shield, which is like the Dutch Super Cup final between the league winners and the cup winners, and he won that in 2018 as well. And he also finished second in the UEFA Europa Conference League, which was in Arne Slot's first season. Feyenoord went all the way to the Conference League final, but they got pretty unlucky where they met up with Mourinho's Roma, and Mourinho is a trophy magnet, so he won that final. But still, that was a pretty historic season for Feyenoord. So I really hope that Geertruida becomes the first player that we sign under Arne Slot, because it would be fitting if we signed a young player who already played for Arne Slot, who knows what he requires of him, and also who is very young but very cheap as well, because he only has 1 year left on his contract. So Feyenoord are in a pressure situation to sell him, And Geertruida wants to move to the Premier League, and hopefully if Liverpool make the first move, we can get ahead of clubs like Arsenal and Tottenham, who are also interested in Geertruida as well. And Fabrizio Romano is reporting that Liverpool are still considering Kevin Kelleher as an important player for them. And this is a transfer story where the key is whether Kelleher decides to stay at Liverpool or leave. There has been no update yet on the future of Kelleher at Liverpool, Fabrizio Romano said, with everything very quiet at present. Liverpool consider Kelleher an important player and they are very happy with him. The only way that changes is if Kelleher himself decides that he wants to leave this summer. But so far it's all quiet. Kelleher won't kick up a fuss, I think, but he admitted in an interview that he got the taste for first team football this season, having played 26 times. Alisson played 32 games, so Kelleher almost played as much as Alisson because of Alisson's injuries. So Kelleher would want to go to a club ideally where he can be first choice, and I think bottom half teams in the Premier League would love to get him. Maybe he's not good enough for a team like Arsenal or Man City or even Chelsea, but I would argue that he could even play for Chelsea because Chelsea don't have an array of brilliant goalkeepers. And Kelleher was one of the main reasons why Liverpool stayed in the title race for this long, with Alisson being out. And Kelleher won 2 League Cups, having been the main goalkeeper in that competition for Liverpool. So that's also to his credit. And I think Liverpool will drive a hard bargain for Kelleher. So I think Liverpool would try to get at least 20 million from a club buying Kelleher, but the big question is which club will come up with that money. Maybe a newly promoted side, or maybe a more bottom half table side who needs a goalkeeper. We will wait and see. And also very interesting that even though Liverpool offered a new contract to Adrian, he has not accepted that contract because he wants to go to a club where he will actually play. And Adrian is now 37 years old and he has already spoken with Real Betis in Spain. Real Betis is actually one of my favorite clubs. My main club is Liverpool, of course. I love them to bits, but I also follow other clubs in other countries, and Real Betis is my favorite club in Spain, so I know quite a bit about them. Claudio Bravo, former Barcelona goalkeeper, who is also a veteran. He's leaving Real Betis, his contract expires, so Betis wants a veteran second choice goalkeeper, and he would be delighted to have a second spell in Seville, having played already for Sevilla, I think, previously in his career. Or was it Betis? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, actually, Adrian came through the Real Betis Youth Academy, so he would be going home. And he played 1 season for Real Betis, that's why I didn't really remember him that well. And straight after that, he joined West Ham United, where he played 6 seasons in the Premier League, and then he joined Liverpool, where he actually played 18 games in his first season for Liverpool. But last season he played 0 games, and the previous 3 seasons combined he only played 2 games in total. So I think it's better to move Adrian on, and hopefully Liverpool can sign a young goalkeeper that we can develop in Adrian's place. But let me know what you think about everything that we talked about in today's video, and thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.